All right, Ray. What are we talking about today?
We are talking about tattoo toy. Oh, wait.
We did that already.
We're talking about tattoos on sharks?
Shark!
Sharks! So, we did the tattoo episode
Yeah.
a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
And
I'm not getting a tattoo. We didn't
just
get the
wait,
10,000
no,
subscribers.
Hold on. We'll talk about that. It's still up. And we have a new offer. We have a new offer that we're going to talk about.
Toys on tap? No.
Which brings us to this guy.
All right, yeah.
Toys on Tap. This whole episode is a Toys on Tap extravaganza because Abraham is a huge
Street shark.
sharks guy. Has a lot of cool street sharks. Anyway, this is CHUM. And the day we released our tattoo episode, this CHUM came out.
Yeah.
And I bought him up.
Now, this is
Toys
on Tap. Yucko Toys is his kind of toy division. And then he collaborated with an artist.
This is Disgustin' Justin.
Okay.
Who also does really cool little minifigs that are all tatted up, and I need to get some of those. So I bought this that day, but he's done a few other collaborations. Yeah. He's got a lottery going on now, which will be over by the time this airs, so you can just ignore that.
Now, back up a little bit. If you don't know Toys on Tap, I met him at DesignerCon my first year there, so that was 4 years ago. That was before you came. And I think he was just getting started or had maybe a year or so into his podcast. So he has a podcast called Toys on Tap. He does amazing interviews with, like, Luke Chu.
Yeah. Ron English.
Yeah. Dr. Toys.
1M Robots.
Yeah. So if you don't know, we'll definitely leave a link for his podcast channels and Instagram and stuff below. But he does a lot of... He's got a ton of connections with... Because he's doing his podcast, he knows a ton of artists. And so when he collaborated with this, he did a whole bunch of artists, didn't he? Or a handful of artists.
Handful. Yeah. I mean, Disgustin' Justin was the one that I obviously really liked. So I got this one. He did also have some blank ones and just some, two-tone ones.
So, a couple of summers ago...
I'm doing this for John.
Clickety-clack.
And we're back.
A couple of summers ago, I was out in San Diego at my sister's place, and I met up with Toys on Tap, and we actually hit the swap meet out there, and the two of us went toy hunting. That was pretty awesome. And while we were out there, he was in the midst of... He was hunting down Earthworm Jim collection. So I don't know if he's gotten all of his Earthworm Jim stuff, but then he was also just getting into the street sharks, or kind of trying to re-find these. And I was talking to him, and I was like, I have one that I found at I can't remember if I found this at a yard sale or a thrift store. It was cheap. But I think it was a yard sale. But I was telling him, I was like, yeah, there's a shark with, like, blue jeans and cowboy boots. And he was like, cowboy boots? He's like, I don't know what that one is. I was like, yeah, it's one of the... And I think he has since gotten it, because I think I've seen it in his collection. But this guy...
He's pretty nice.
He's like a pretty old school one.
He's got his cowboy boots on.
Yeah.
I mean, I do want to go away from the sharks just for a minute. Yeah. Because I do want to talk about Toys on Tap the offer that is up. So we didn't get our 2,000 followers on the last video, and Dave got out of that. However, now it's even better. Now, on this video, if we get 2,000 followers, views don't matter. 2,000 followers. Toys on Tap is gonna pay.
He did say
for Dave's tattoo.
He did. So, I don't know what you're doing to me, man. Come on.
So come on, people. Just 2,000. We just need 2,000
He
followers.
like literally in the comments, he's like, "Toys on Tap will take care of the tattoo." It's like,
yep.
no.
So we got to do it this time. Another thing, you know, speaking of tattoos, when I ordered
this I'm a little jealous, just a little bit. That is awesome.
Toys on Tap sent me this. I got home and there was a huge box up front, and I was like, "What is that?" Because I was just expecting this.
Yeah.
And he had told me he put something else extra in the box. And on Saturday, when I told him after I bought this that we just released our tattoo thing, he sent me a photo of this, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, I've wanted that."
I remember when this thing came out, it was like, oh, that thing is a really cool toy.
It is beautiful. So I opened the box and
man,
ta-da!
that is nice.
There it was.
And it does look good in your collection. You brought it in here, but you had it on display in your studio area, and it was like, oh, it looks so good up there.
Beautiful. But this, when Dave gets his tattoo, this is what he's going to get.
No. I was going to do, and I'm not doing it, but it was going to be the toy rats, not the Toys on Tap. I got to do the Toys on Tap over here. The toy rat, and then you're going to do this one, and then you have to do like
10,000 subscribers. Dave does the Toys on Tap logo.
No, I'm not doing it. I can't do needles.
It is going to be so good, everybody. Come on, this guy is
okay.
like, I can't do needles. Just think about how good that video is going to
be. I know John's like, the short will be amazing. Of me just screaming like, ah! Okay.
Yes.
Should I tell my needle story?
I think you did.
I didn't.
Didn't you tell?
No. I
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you mean why you're so traumatized?
Why am I traumatized by needles?
Oh, I don't know.
Okay. So I'll make it quick. When I was 12, I broke my arm.
Can we get the what's that song that they play behind all the In the Arms of an Angel? Can we get a few seconds of that in there?
Okay, I broke my arm. Hey, this is serious stuff.
With the arms of...
Look, I don't know if the camera can pick it up, but I have a scar from here to here. Like, it's gnarly. Do you see that?
Poor baby.
Compound fracture. My arm folds in half. Both bones rip out. Yeah, it hurt. Like, it hurt. So then they take me to the hospital, and they try and put an IV in me. Now, IVs they're like this big already. They're like gargantuous. And they didn't try and put it in one time, not 2 times, not 3 times, 11 times. 11 times they tried sticking a needle into a 12-year-old kid's arm, and they couldn't get it in. And they actually put me in an ambulance and drove me to Children's Hospital. And the 12th time they got it at Children's Hospital, they were just like, put it right in. But 11 stinking times. Okay, so I'm 12 years old. I don't know, like 10 years ago, I got appendicitis. My side was hurting really bad. And I was like, oh, man. And it was a Saturday morning. I remember this. I was like laying around, and I was just like, oh. And Coco and Mika were like, if you're just going to lay around, like, we're out. Like, we're going to go do something. And that's kind of how Coco is. She's like, I need to go do something. And I was like, so they were getting ready and they were about to leave. And I was like, Coco, actually, before you leave, maybe you should take me to the hospital, like, or to the doctor. Like, maybe I should go to like an emergency clinic just to check out. Cause I was like, something's not right. So I go to the emergency clinic. They do a couple of things and they're like, yeah, you need to go to the emergency room right now. I was like, oh, shoot. So like drove over to the emergency room. Next thing you know, I'm in a room ready to go into surgery.
So one of those cool robes?
Oh, yeah.
Hanging out?
Yeah, I'm just, yeah, maybe. So I'm like sitting there, and
100%.
the nurse rolls in with a cart. And I swear to you, it was like, I'm a full-grown man, and the cart's like, well, okay, all right, fair enough. And the cart's like rattling. It was like a horror movie. Like the lights flickered, and it was like, and I was sitting there, and I had like the heart monitor thing on my finger, and I knew what it was, but I was like, what's that? And she was like, oh, we're just gonna get an IV started. I'm not kidding you. Like my whole body started shaking, like I had no control over it. My body started shaking, and I like tears were just like pouring out. Like it wasn't like I was crying, but it's just like my body started shaking, and like tears were just pouring out, and I was like, and the heart monitor thing's like, and she's like,
"Are you gonna die?"
She literally was like, "Were you traumatized as a kid?" And I was like, "Yes." Like I couldn't even talk. I was like, ah. I'm like terrified of needles. Like I am so scared of needles. Oh, they're the worst.
We will. We need help getting Dave over his needle trauma. So 10,000. No better way to do that.
No. How about this? 10,000. How many?
Tattoo.
Maybe say 10,000. Oh yeah, 10,000 subscribers.
2,000. 2,000 and you get a tattoo. 10,000 and you get the Toys on Tap tattoo.
Oh man, I don't know. Anyways,
100,000 followers, and he does this whole deal right here. Oh man!
I would say like and subscribe, but don't bother. Don't click that. Well, we went way off track, but I want to show one thing really quick with the Street Shark. My sister's boyfriend Felipe, we've talked about him on the show. He went to San Diego Comic-Con, and for Christmas he got me this, and I feel like Toys on Tap might be a little jealous, but this was I don't know if it's a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive or if it was just something special that they sold there, but Street Sharks, the packaging is...
Well, the Street Sharks have come back out with a new
line. Yeah, but so I think this was special for I keep saying Designer Con, but it was San Diego Comic-Con. The box art is awesome. It must be like the 30th anniversary. But yeah, then when you lift it up... Oh, I did it backwards. Man, let's try that again.
Let's do it. John, just roll back.
Okay.
And then we'll do
it. When you lift it up...
Whoa.
So what's cool about this is the OG one, and it's based off of the OG one, but it has like actual clothes, like I don't know what the word is.
Soft goods?
Soft goods, thank you. That's the word I was looking for. I think John was trying to get a shot of that, and you just grabbed it. The people want to see.
You got it?
Is the light hitting on it? Do we need to move that box around so you can kind of see in there? I didn't open this one yet because it's like...
I don't know.
This was one, I was thinking about it today. I was like, you know what? I think if poop got on this box, I would clean it off. That's another episode if you haven't seen that. Do you throw away boxes or not? And the rule is for Ray, if poop got on it, would you wipe it off? I think this is pretty cool where I would, but...
Did you get that? You got it? All right.
Now you can look at it. It's pretty cool, right? It's got some more fun artwork on the inside. He's got his pool stick like he's holding it. Earlier, John was like, the hand position is really strange on this thing. Like he's going to fight you like... But I think it is... I don't know why they did that originally, but he does have like hip action. And I think, yeah, the fin, when you would pull back on the fin, he can...
Oh.
So, yeah.
I mean, if he had some tattoos, I would send that over to Disgustin' Justin and have him tat him up.
So it was just ironic that you bought this shark, and then I had this shark, and then for Christmas I got this shark. I was like, oh, that's kind of interesting. Speaking of sharks, it's not Shark Week, but this was a while ago. Has anybody seen... Have you seen Sharknado?
Oh, yeah.
John, have you seen Sharknado? Okay, what a weird movie.
That's genius.
Okay, so this is my mom and dad lived with us and they were in our basement. And one day I went down to get something in the basement, and Dad is sitting there watching Sharknado. And like, so I come up behind him, and I was like, "What are you watching?" And he's like, "I don't know, I just turned it on, but I can't stop watching it." I was like, "Oh my word!" Like, you have got to be kidding me. Listen, I'm not kidding you. So I'm standing there, and I start watching it. Literally, like a half hour later, I'm still standing there. It was like I got sucked into Sharknado. It was so bad. It was amazing, and it was the one with Shark Tank. Is it Damon, the clothes guy? Yeah, like Damon is like in the movie, and he's walking, and a shark is like, ah! Like eats Damon. I was like, what in the world is going on?
That's the greatest movie ever. And it's real, like it happens all the time. Like
there
in
can
Florida.
be snakes on a plane. There can be a Sharknado.
I mean, in Florida, I think these things happen all the time.
I
you
mean,
get a little tornado out there offshore.
Suck on a shark. I don't know. Yeah. Anyways, so yeah, this is our Shark Week episode.
Yeah.
Way outside of whenever Shark Week is.
Can we get the Jaws theme somewhere in there, John?
Yeah.
That'd be great. You want to get a close up on him swimming?
Now, does Toys on Tap still have any of these for sale, or are they all done? Like, I know you had a pretty good run with that as far as selling them, but
I'm not sure if there's. I think they may all be gone.
Okay.
I know like I said, there were some in the lottery, but that's over by the time.
Okay, by the time this video's done, so.
All right. But he does have a new one coming out.
That thing is great.
BARFY. And I did some prints for it.
You did. And if you're a Godzilla fan, go check out his links and check out BARFY.
I'm not sure if the BARFY prints will be on my site or his site, but they should be available when this is out.
Some nice Rizzo prints. They're awesome.
Yep. And if you buy both, you'll get a extra print.
What?
Yep. What?
Look, I'm getting excited. All right, everybody, take it easy.
See ya.
Later.
Bye.